So welcome to the second episode of me wasting too much money at an Amazon return store. I've decided that from here on out, these are going to be exactly 10 items, at least for most of the videos. The last one was a bit too long. So this first one is beat up. I'm sure you saw the weird tape amounts on here. But it appears to be a solar snail. DIY build your own pocket pet. So hopefully, this thing isn't super complicated. It's looking pretty complicated. Why do I always buy stuff that I have to build? So we have various different parts here. Then here we have a handful of little gears, I suppose, for stepping up and down. And then we have the actual solar panel. Cool, there is actually English on here. So I guess I get to go build this thing. So he has been built, but I don't think it's working. I'll explain more here in a minute. Maybe it takes a bit to get charged. Yeah, I'm guessing that during the assembly process, we accidentally broke a wire. Solar snail is dead. Alright, sorry if I'm a bit shaky. I literally just got done exercising, and that tends to happen. Yeah, this thing doesn't seem to work. I do believe it is my fault. I probably broke a wire somewhere. It's only the two wires, but I'm assuming it got damaged somehow, or maybe it came with a faulty motor or solar panel. Either way, the instructions that came with this thing are awful. I've seen this thing marketed as like a children's learning thing, which is fine, but good God, the worst part was, you know, the gear assembly right here. You kind of just have to figure it out for yourself, which, you know, I'm a technician, so I was able to do so. But I imagine for a lot of kids, that would be a struggle with the horrible instructions. As you can see, one of the eyes, it was assembled wrong, and it wouldn't snap together, so it's missing one of its antenna eye things. But yeah, this could be an interesting thing for children to kind of learn things with, but it really just wasn't a fun experience to put together. I'll at least say that much. Better instructions would make this thing a nice thing for kids to learn a bit, you know, a little bit of technical skills. As stated in the previous video, everything that I purchase on these videos, I paid exactly $3 for at an Amazon return store, although they do stuff from more than just Amazon. Yeah, so I bought this. I thought it'd be funny. Maybe that would actually be useful in a video at one point, but now I have to see if it'll actually fit me. This thing is super flat. It is hard to widen open. It might be too small for my face. Oh yeah, I guess I can't really wear glasses with it. Oh God, it's pulling my hair. Okay, well it kind of fits. The issue is that the eyes are going, you probably can't even see because of the beak on this thing, it's bent. The eyes are going this way, so I just can't see anything. Let's try and grab the next item like this. Okay, there we go. This is really hard to work in, and it's already fogging up. Can I even grab something? Okay, I have something. I think I know what it is. Yes. Okay, I'm taking this off. Oh God. If I ever decide to use that thing for a skit in a video, it is going to be very, very difficult to film. Because I can't see if it's lining up well on camera or anything like that, because I can't see out of this thing. And it is so hard to breathe in this. Alright, so our next item I figured would be a fun little thing to test out. It's very basic. Multi-device connect. It's a keyboard. It's just a wireless keyboard. But for $3, I have a wireless keyboard that's not going to be anywhere near as good as my super expensive Corsair K95 Platinum. Oh no. I hate that people actually use these. To me, mechanical keyboards and a lot of other gamers are just the end-all be-all of keyboard. That's where you get into the actual good tiers, is when you go mechanical. Of course, you can get bad mechanicals. The whole point of mechanical is that you're getting rid of the rubber domes, and this just puts rubber on top of your keys. That's what that's made for, in case you guys don't know. I had an old boss that bought a keyboard that looks very much like this. And it came with one of those, and he used it, and I did not understand. He loved it. He thought it was the best thing ever. So it appears that this is actually black. Just based on the box, I thought it would be white. And yeah, it definitely feels like one of those Apple style keyboards, but it's actually Windows. Very shocking. This thing is nice quality for it being one of these really thin little guys. So you actually have 3 lights right here for your different Bluetooth connections, so compared to multiple different things at once, which is kind of nice. It actually comes charged. That's nice. Cool. It does just charge by plugging in right there, But what I wanted to say is this thing is heavy, despite how thin it is. Like, yeah, there's the glare on it. Like, it is a very thin little keyboard. That is actual metal. Like, that is a hefty... Oh, God. I mean, it works. I hate it. Like, it's nice quality, but as someone who is used to and accustomed to good keyboards, it's kind of clicky. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that at all. That's one of the bigger keys. Like, it is kind of clicky. I just hate how flat it is. But I suppose they want you to use this with it. Okay, I'm guessing this is the... Yeah, it goes this way. Oh man, doesn't this keyboard look so much more usable now that we put the condom on? Yeah, now that we have our condom on our keyboard, it's definitely improved. Just, oh man, your fingers want to stick to it. Like, oh, I hate it. That is so much worse. Anybody who uses these condoms on your keyboard, if you use this, it's because you don't know how to type. All this does is slow you down. It might make your keyboard stay cleaner for a bit longer, but you can also just clean your keyboard. I don't know, not bad to have. I do a bunch of tech experiments that could be useful eventually. All right, item number 3, I believe. It's an envelope. Handle with care, do not bend, thank you. And that's about all the info that we get. There is nothing else written on this. ZH-D1-Konglong1. Now I'm starting to think I picked up an adult product. But it is a mystery envelope. And it grabbed my attention. Like, this could just be somebody's, like, tax returns. But in which case, I would be committing a crime. Luckily, there's no actual address on here. Let's see, what the hell is in this thing? I love these little mystery things. Tyrannosaurus, you are loved. What? What? What did I buy? It feels thick. What is this? Oh, Triceratops, you are strong. Is this a thing for children? Is this almost like a therapy kind of deal? Like motivational posters for, like, children? Did I buy? There we go. We have a Velociraptor back there. Oh, no, no. All right, I guess we'll go Triceratops. Here, maybe if I kind of tuck it into my crappy little zip tie thing I got going on. Yeah, there we go. Nah. Come on, just stay in place. Maybe if I can, like, kind of put it on the outer edge of the frame. All right. I think it might actually stay now. I was expecting it to fall. All right, moving the bag under the desk of the items for today's video. So, grabbing randomly... Yes, these little guys. This seems like a really stupid thing for me to be buying and not interesting at all. It could be interesting to a few of you, especially if you watch my channel for what it normally is for, Pokemon. They covered this thing in tape. I don't deserve the Triceratops You Are Strong poster back there, apparently, because I can't... Oh, God. Triceratops strong. Little plastic. Oh god, they're sealed that way. That's weird. Little vials. I actually use these, and I think there's the exact same ones that I use. They might be slightly larger, but for Pokemon ETBs, you always get a thing of dice with the ETB, and I store them in these little guys. And now I have a baggie full of them. I already have a handful, but they're all being used. I have that many pairs of dice. I bought a bunch of these. Now I have more, and I can actually store some more of my dice away without spending a bunch of money. $3. Oh, what else do we have here? Oh look, a second one. Yeah, I just bought all the ones that they had. They had 3. I'm counting this as one item, but I'm happy. Alright, what else is in the bag of mystery? Oh, hello. By the way, I have a lot more than 10 items. I'm just grabbing 10. So we have... Oh yeah, I bought this because it was another kind of mystery thing. There's like nothing written on the front. There's a little thing on the back, but it's not the most useful. GDEE custom personal ... ration, parentheses, steampunk cat. And that's what drew my interest. I'm thinking it's a thing my girlfriend might like. She likes cats. I'm not too big on them, but I do like steampunk, so maybe you got a thing for both of us in here. And we have... oh, that is gross. What happened to you? Oh, what is this? Is this just like a Christmas ornament? This is a Christmas ornament. with a steampunk cat on it. There you go, Christmas ornament steampunk cat. Not at all what I was expecting. It's just like a cat clock, but of course it's not a functioning clock. I don't think that was worth $3. Oh, what's next? We got a couple things. This one is also might end up being boring. It's literally just a pin. I bought a pin, but it's in a heavy box, and it's a nice looking box. So I'm hoping that it's a decent pin. I bought a pin. You guys are watching a grown man, 27 years old, unbox a pin. Oh, it's more than one pin. In fact, it is 3. These are pins. They're actually really nice. Like, they are heavy little guys. I'm not too sure what the different color represents. Maybe that it actually does. They are different colors, maybe. But these are Comics. All right. It says this guy right here is brave, so I'm sure he's okay with being doodled on. Okay, yeah. Here, let's just they're really nice actually, but let's try out a different one. Yeah, they're all the exact same. They're the same pin. As far as I can tell. You love my awesome handwriting? I write like a child because I write for me to read, not for other people to read what I wrote. Honestly, very nice pins. I'm actually happy with it. I don't know if it was worth $3, but I bought pins. So the next one is going to be a fun one to test. We have Dualhead's lavalier microphone. Now, I actually own a lav mic. I've used it a handful of times. I've never liked them. There is so much work that goes into actually making them sound good that by the time I get it to where it sounds good, I've been editing the audio for so long that it only sounds good in here. And then I'll go like to bed or stop for a few hours and come back and listen to it, and then it sounds worse than it did out of the box because you start to go like deaf to it. But I also see major use for lavalier microphones. I also have so much respect for whenever I see a YouTuber using one, and it actually sounds good, because I know the hell that they went through to achieve that. So, nice quality little bag here. But this is supposed to be, yes, it is a dual lavalier microphone. Doesn't actually feel very cheap, but also looks really reminiscent of mine. So you can actually see, let me hold it in a way that you can actually observe it. Both of the microphones there. Yeah, obviously, these are not going to sound as good as this. But if I can actually get these to sound decent, it could mean that you guys won't have to be staring at my microphone when I record these videos. Then it comes with accessories. You got like clips and not dust filters, wind, whatever. I can't remember what it's called. But we're gonna test this thing out here in a little bit. Well, right now for you guys. All right, you're now listening to the microphones. The first thing I'll say about these things is the price is shocking at $11.50, regardless of how these things sound, which right now I have no idea. That is a shocking price. But we're going to do a little bit of a test. I'm going to move one microphone away slowly as I'm saying this sentence and see if it starts to only... If you're wearing headphones right now, you'll be able to tell if it sounds like it's only coming out of one ear or not. Now both microphones are back at the center, and I'm slowly moving the other one out. I'm wondering if these things are recording right and left channel individually. If not, I'm not exactly too sure what they're used for, but I'm sure that they have a purpose. You guys will be the judges, because as of right now, I have no idea what they sound like. It should be noted that I have done nothing to try and clean up the audio. You are hearing what they sound like raw. Most lav mics do not sound impressive raw, and they take a little bit of work to sound good. So take that information and do with it what you will. So we are down to our last two items. Both of these are actually pretty interesting. I don't know which order to do them in, though. All right, we're going to do this. So this is a very beat-up box. It is a ship from Star Trek. Star Trek Picard, the official Starships collection, and it's a Romulan vessel. So it should be clarified. I'm not a Star Trek person. Star Trek's fine, it's just, to me, it's not a thing I enjoy. I'm more of a Star Wars kind of boy. But this thing has clearly been opened, it's clearly been beat up, so hopefully what's inside is in good condition. Because I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it. My girlfriend likes Star Trek, but not to like a crazy degree. Alright, I have to pull up my wallet knife. I was wondering if I can get through this entire video without a knife, but we finally met our maker. Luckily, I keep one in my wallet. Fun story, like I said, I keep one in my wallet. For my job, I was flown out to Florida, and I left one of these in my wallet in the airport. When we were going through the metal detectors, I'm running, because it was my first time ever flying, I was nervous as hell. And so like, I'm flying through my head, like, what do I have on me that's metal? Do I have anything I shouldn't have, yada yada. And right before I get metal detectors, I'm like, oh shit, there's a knife in my wallet. So I stepped out of line, went to the security guard, I was like, hey man, I just realized they still had this. Of course I didn't hand it to him like this, I had it, you know, folded up. These things are kind of nifty, they're really cheap. And he was like, he like leaned in close to me, he's like, thanks for telling me about this before it became an actual problem. I'm like, oh, this guy was prepared to like, just ruin my night. Anyways, oh wow, yeah, this is not good. I was going to say, the plan was I could possibly sell it or give it to a, you know, fellow nerd. Okay, no, actually, okay, so I think all the pieces are here. I think we're missing, there's some other divots in here, I'm sure you guys are seeing there on the top camera. That's how it's supposed to be sitting, it wasn't sitting in there like that. But we have the ship, a little stand, and the actual base. So if we are missing anything, it can't be anything major, right? Okay, and then it literally just like the ship slides into it. That is heavy. Like, this isn't some joke little model. If you guys check this thing out, this is actually made out of metal, at least to the best that I can tell. I think this is just like a cheaper, like possibly like aluminum, the base right here. But the actual ship, like that is like solid. So I don't know if I'm going to sell it, if I'm going to give it to a Star Trek nerd, what I'm going to do. My dad loves Star Trek, but he also lives all the way in Ohio, and I'd have to ship it to him, which I am considering. But it might just be a thing that gets sold off. It might actually get some decent value. But it doesn't seem like it's missing anything. What's really cool is that it comes with a little booklet here. I'm hoping that it's showing on camera. I can't really see what's being captured on that. But it just kind of has like artwork of it. I'm guessing there's some nerd text in here. Don't worry, I'm a nerd as well. I own so many books on the Elder Scrolls. I can't... I'm not insulting you guys. It's just a different category of nerd. This is Star Trek nerd. I'm Skyrim nerd. And Diablo. So obviously, for a collector, if I were to sell this, it wouldn't be as much because the box is beat up, and that's generally a large part of the value. But the ship is in immaculate condition. Like, I'm considering keeping it, and I'm not even like Star Trek. It is just a well-made model. And our last item. As I said before, Pokemon channel. Pokemon channel. I'm always looking for weird things, Pokemon-wise, or things that can help me with my collection, or, of course, cards. If you guys know, I bought some fake cards in the last video, and I think I did so again. Because here we have RWEGBTY space TCG deck BO ... Ainbo cards. So these could be actual cards. Once again, there's always that chance. I guess I already have this knife out. These could be actual cards, but it is so doubtful. Like, so much. It could even not be Pokemon, but you also have Rainbow Rares in Pokemon, so... Oh wow, that is a nice looking box. I'm honestly impressed. I still don't know if I can tell you if it's fake or not. The box obviously isn't anything official, but it is shocking quality. Look at that box. Like, that is actually like a textured, like, hollow effect going on. You have all three of the starters there, and then you have a break in the hollow with our just artwork there. Is that Greninja in the center? I can't tell. What the hell? That's not even a Pokemon! That's not even a Pokemon in there, it's just the dragon! So that does hurt the chances of this being like some online shop that sells like mystery boxes or like decks or whatever. The fact that they don't even have an actual Pokemon on that, we got fake cards in a nice box. Oh! Oh! Okay. For fake cards, these are very artistic. Like, these look incredible. They're really flimsy, I'll say that, like, extraordinarily flimsy. But the backs of them are actually, like, textured, too. These are just, like, they took the Rainbow Secret Rare cards and just kind of, like, cut the Pokemon out. I'm gonna check and see. Yeah, you guys can see that okay, it looks like. They like, cut the Pokemon out. Yeah, there's the Birds card. And then did this crazy, like, gold foil thing. I'm sure that they're probably not marketing it as some artsy thing. They're probably marketing it as, look at all these golden Pokemon cards. Like, these are all official. You should buy them. And they probably have tricked kids with it. But as a collector, and I actually do collect fake cards, and it's not that I mix them in with my real ones. I mostly collect them because they're funny. And so I have a little box that all my fake Pokemon cards I've picked up over the years go into. And I mean, these are honestly just a nice inclusion. Like, yeah, they're faker than hell, but they're actually pretty cool. Maybe I can get you a shot of a card with the good camera here. Like, look at that. That is not bad. And flip it around to the back. And like, this is actually like a textured thing going on. Like, right there's super smooth. This is like super coarse. These things are nice. I mean, they're fake, but I'm not complaining. And they really match the box that they came in. I was fully expecting fake cards. I was fully expecting some trash, you know, horrible print quality, yada yada. And clearly they're not the most durable things. They're, like I said, they're really flimsy. But I'm happy with this. It turned out much better than I expected it to go. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, all of that. Like I said, I'm hoping to do more of these. I find them fun. I'm yet to see like a major spike in views with the last one of these. But it's not always about the views. Sometimes I just like to have fun and open stupid stuff and waste money. But that was 10 Amazon return item bin store things. I'm sure some of those didn't come from Amazon. But I really do hope that you guys have enjoyed the video, and hopefully I will see all of y'all next time. Goodbye for now.